Hello. Um, I definitely need to find a new filming spot because this is just not gonna work. You just see so much crap behind, so I'll figure that out during winter break. So today I'm going to do a movie and TV film review because I've honestly missed doing these and I've been watching so much TV. So I'm going to do like old and new reviews because some of these I've already watched and it's been a couple of weeks. I've just been lazy and I've looked all shitty from being sick. So yeah. The first thing I'm going to talk about is A Teacher, which is made by FX but is currently on Hulu. Oh my god. First of all, I don't really understand why they made this show right now during, I guess, like, this time. But, it's a steamy, it's very seductive, very, like, oh my god kind of TV show. That whole teacher and student aspect. So, Nick Robinson's in it, which obviously which obviously draws a lot of people to watch it because everyone loves Nick Robinson. And then Kate Mara's in this show, if you recognize her from like the reboot of Fantastic Four. And then, so random, but Shane Harper from Good Luck Charlie's in there. I was like, why? But the show is very like, I don't know, for me it was very hard to watch. Not the fact that I was uncomfortable, but the fact that like a lot of the scenes were just so cringy and like the dialogue, and it's just like, and only 3 episodes have been posted recently, so I'm guessing they post it weekly, but it was just so cringy, and how things are just moving so quickly, it just makes no sense to me. And like, spoilers, but like the fact that like they create this relationship so quickly and they like find each other attractive, and then they basically break that whole like teacher student relationship by like adding each other on Facebook, texting each other, Instagram. Like, why and why? But it makes sense. On Nick Robinson's character, I don't really understand the whole point of the relationship. Like, I get it, like, older woman, you're attracted to her, blah blah blah, but like I like kind of like don't see the motive of him being in this relationship when it seems like he really needs to get a scholarship and go to a really good school, and stuff like that. So like him being in this relationship that could also jeopardize his career and hers, like I don't really see the motive of his motive within this relationship. For her, I kind of see it due to her lack of due to her like relationship with her husband. Her and her husband, like, yeah, they're together, but it seems like they're not really on the same page and they are like very disconnected. So I guess I can see her motive with the relationship with Nick Robinson's character, because she's not getting the attention that she needs and the sexual desires that she wants from her husband. So we'll see what happens, but it's just so cringy to watch. Like, some scenes I just had to skip because it's just like, this is like so stupid and just like, I don't know. And it's just, they're also just like not even careful. They're not really hiding the relationship either, which is another thing. It's just like, how are you so like out in the open? Like, he kissed her at school. They're like texting each other, and like they're at a popular diner, and like it's just like, what? I don't get it. Okay, so on to the next one. Since we're doing cringies, we'll just move to the next cringy one. But I watched After We Collided. This has not been released yet anywhere on huge like streaming services. You can pay it for $7 somewhere, but I forgot. I like watched it from a website. But oh my god, I think this one was so much worse than the first one. But this one did have a lot more, like, it had a lot more plot, I guess you can say, a lot more plot content. So it wasn't just Hardin and I can't even think of her name right now. Oh, Tessa. I was like looking at my computer. I was like, what? So it was basically like Hardin and Tessa like constantly in the first movie, which was like freaking annoying. This one was really nice since they were arguing and stuff like that. I've never read the After series, so like I don't really know the differences between like the movie and the book, or the fan fiction you can say, but it was still cringy. Like, it was just terrible. Just like I like the fact that she has this internship and she meets Dylan Sprout's character, which is really nice, and like I kind of like the chemistry that they kind of have, and I thought they were honestly going to end up together, but they end up not and like being together, because you know she's obsessed with Hardin, but it was really nice. It did have a lot more depth than it did the first movie, so you got to really know about like Hardin's past, why he drinks, you know, why is he so protective of Tessa, and then you got to meet like Hardin's mom and like what happens and etc, etc. So it was really nice to see that. It's still a cringy movie. Like, the dialogue is terrible. I literally don't understand who wrote this movie. The dialogue is terrible. And please tell me why Candace King was in this movie. She plays Caroline from Vampire Diaries. She just like in the movie, and I'm just like, why? But it was just very, I don't know, this movie is just so, it's so terrible, but you'll still watch it, you know? I forgot what happened at the end, but I know that Tessa did get that job, like getting promoted and stuff like that. So I think she did go back with Hardin, but I know that she had to choose, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Obviously they're making a third one, but this movie's terrible. Okay, so on to the next one. I'm gonna do like horrible to best. Holiday is definitely in the middle. I personally liked Holiday. It was very terrible. Again, the plot, okay, the plot is like, nah, I'll give it like literally a 6 out of 10. But the whole, like, you know, holiday, like you always have to find someone to bring home for the holidays, or people think like it's weird that you're single and stuff like that. But you know, it does show that like women can't be alone, and that they always have to have someone to be happy, which was like the worst part about it. But you know, I did like Emma Roberts' character, and I didn't like pretty much, what's his name, I didn't really like Luke Bracey's character. He was basically an a-hole, and like he's just like so annoying. But you know, I think their dynamic was very interesting. It is very basic, like you basically can't find that kind of relationship anywhere, but I did like the whole concept. It was very funny and it was very interesting. And like I feel like most holiday movies, when it comes to like dating stuff like that, no one does like the whole year of aspect of holidays. It's usually just Christmas. So I thought this was interesting that they found each other for like the whole year to just go on holidays together. So it was very interesting. Obviously they ended up together at the end and stuff like that, and this movie is still cringy, but I thought it was really good and funny, so give it a try. Next on is another holiday movie. I thought this movie was so good. Oh my god. So Dash and Lily, I don't know if you guys remember growing up watching, I think it was written by John Green, and somebody else, I can't remember, but the Dash and Lily Book of Dares. I've never read the book, so I don't know whether the TV show or the book was better. But I'm really glad that Netflix did a TV show instead of a movie. I feel like if they did a movie, it wouldn't include all the good parts like they did with the TV show. Obviously, it would be so much shorter. Everything would be smushed together. But it was really nice with the TV show aspect, is that like they kind of go like back and forth between Dash and Lily's life. So you kind of like the whole majority of the episode, you basically get like only one character's perspective. So it was really nice, and I really like that. And I feel like with the movie, it would have been like way too confusing, and they wouldn't be able to include all the different aspects from the character's life and such forth. So but basically for Dash and Lily, basically this girl named Lily, she writes this book of dares, and at her favorite like bookstore, and this guy named Dash, very good looking, you know, hates Christmas, but finds this book, and basically he's very intrigued by her because she's really smart and like makes him step out of his comfort zone. So he's very like in the ride for it, because he really wants to find this like dream girl basically that he like basically is talking through only a book. They don't meet until the very end. They do run into each other though, but they don't know that, you know, the other person is the other person. So that's the very interesting part of it. It's very nice. I also really like that for Lily's character, the actor. I don't know if this happened in the book or not, but I really like that she had a Asian descent. Like she comes from a Japanese background. And I think it was really interesting because like I feel like they don't really have that much in like Netflix shows or just like shows in general, like really popular ones. But I really like that, and I just love how she's like so happy and loves Christmas. And then Dash, on the other hand, is the one that really hates Christmas. And I feel like I connected more with his character because I'm not a huge Christmas person. So it was just very nice to see different aspects. And also the fact that all this magic happens during New York. So it's very fun and very interesting. And the episodes are so short. So like when you go through it, you literally just want to breeze through it. I'm gonna say like it was like 9 or 10 episodes. I finished it in one day. It's that good because it always leaves on a cliffhanger, so you're just like, I need to know what happens next, because you're expecting to for them to finally meet. And it's really interesting because towards the end it just gets so full of drama and just so exciting. You're just like, so yeah, I love that. The last one I'm going to rate is Queen's Gambit. This show was so beautifully made. And so it is a limited series on Netflix, basically about this like prodigy, like chess prodigy. She's really smart. She came from an orphanage because her mom basically killed herself and tried to kill her, but she stayed alive, so she lost both of her parents. So she's in this orphanage and she learns chess from the janitor, and basically she's really smart, and she just understands chess. And then when she grows up, she does these like chess competition, becomes really famous and stuff like that. But it's very interesting because while growing up, we learned that, you know, she gets addicted to tranquilizers like pills, alcohol and stuff like that, and drugs. And you know how she's very scared of her past and she loves to win, and you know she really has to find like her inner self to really win and be like the best chess player that is. The show is just so beautifully made. The dialogue, the like cinematography, oh my god, the clothes are beautiful. It was just such a beautiful show. I did finish it very quickly. It did take me longer than usual because the episodes are quite long, but it is such a good show, and just seeing her grow as a character, and it's just beautiful. It's just like such a good show. But I highly recommend watching this because it's really nice to see a girl like be really successful and be really smart in a male-dominated sport. So that's like the other big thing to take away with Queen's Gambit, is the fact that she is a woman and that she's able to, you know, beat a lot of guys with the sport, and people are threatened by her because, you know, she's a girl and she's really smart. Like, how is she this good at chess, you know? But yes, so much in that show that happens, and I just love it. And it's just and the ending is just perfect too. They just ended on a really good note, and like things that happen later in the season too, it's just like the build up, it's just amazing. Chef's kiss. I don't know why, but my voice got really deep now. I don't know what's going on, but yes, so those are all the shows I highly recommend watching. I guess start with the really cringy, really bad ones first, and then move up to the good ones. But either one, I hope you watch those and let me know what you think. Comment down below what you think, or if you have seen or you haven't seen them, and give this give this video a like, please, and subscribe. I am trying to meet my subscriber goal. So yeah, and I'll catch you guys next weekend.